If we could get to the Sunfall, it'll be over, without a doubt. And it looks like that's going to be the move for next turn. And that'll probably demoralize our opponent to the point where they surrender. So no one likes getting Sunfalled. Alright, let's see. Yep. What's going on, YouTube? Achilles here, and today we're going to be playing a Boros control deck. This one is special because I'm going to be playing this list in a standard tournament coming up in a week or so. So I played a version of this before the newer set came out, and it was very successful. This was before we had Elspeth in here. And I'm a big fan of this color combo because the whole mindset is it's mono white, but you're playing red, so you could take advantage of Urabrask Forge, which is honestly the best card in the deck in my opinion, because if you could curve this out and then implement your control game plan, and if they can't get rid of this, then you're going to just overwhelm them. So now since we have Elspeth Stormslayer in the mix, we literally double down on our tokens wherever we make them, and we even have some removal built into it. So there's a ton of value with this card on the already existing powerful deck that Boros Control is. So let's get right into this list. We got 4 Torch the Tower, 4 Carrot Cake, 4 Get Lost, 4 Lightning Helix, 4 Caretaker's Talent, 1 Temporary Lockdown, 4 Urabrask Forge, 4 Elspeth Stormslayer, 3 Sunfall, 2 Overlord of the Mistmoors. The lands we got 3 Plains, 1 Mountain, 4 Battlefield Forge, 2 Elegant Parlor, 4 Inspiring Vantage, 1 Restless Bivouac, 2 Demolition Field, 4 Fountainport, 2 Mirrex, and 3 Sunken Citadel. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and if you want to become a member, you can get early access to videos as well as member shoutouts. Let's get right into these games. Okay, we get to go first. All we need is a third land to really get going, and Carrot Cake helps us fix her hand a little with looking at the top of our deck, which I will tell you is very relevant. But we get our third land. Unfortunately, it would come in tap next turn, and instead of doing it now and leaving us even more open, we're just gonna wait until they do something crazy. 2 of those, huh? Okay. I think we just need to have a bunch of creatures to block with over Caretaker's Talent currently. So one thing to block with, then we could get rid of the other stadium headliner, go Caretaker's Talent. Okay. It's just an army of little guys. So that takes care of the Firebrand at least. Okay, this is where we Caretaker's Talent and we hold up the torch because we're not being pressured enough where I have to go immediately for the Overlord. So we have a little bit of downtime this turn and still, we can hold up the removal. So let's see what they got planned. I see. They're going this route. So at the end of the day, this is a problem, because that's just going to make a ton more value for where leaders call. So instead we're just going to take 2 and just whatever. It's not really a big deal. Alright. What is the move, you may ask? I think we just go for the Overlord. You could say I could also go Carrot Cake plus copy the rabbit, but I think this is more value. Plus we get the Overlord ticking, and we could eventually start swinging with it, so. In this scenario, I don't know what they have in their hand, so I'm just going to block with both. But I don't think they are playing any kind of combat tricks. Even Monstrous Rage, maybe that they wouldn't be playing. But why? I wonder where they are playing the Scamp. Maybe because it gets buffed and it could do its do 2. I don't know. But I'm not gonna overthink that. Instead, we're gonna play Elspeth. Create 2 blockers for the burnout to run into. And go from there. Plus we get to draw, which is always good. Nice. And we get it. Opponent goes first. You could argue this is a horrible hand, but I kind of see it as a good hand. The double Elspeth definitely could be, what's the word, discouraging. As, you know, there's 2 of them, and they're just kind of just chilling. But, it's fine, honestly. It's a good card to have. And I guess the mindset I'm trying to have is, let's say they remove one, then guess what? I got another one, so it's fine. Plus we got removal, we just got Caretaker's Talent. Where they're going to go in Holy Annex? Okay, this is great too. I mean, they're going to get rid of Caretaker's Talent right now, but if I didn't have that, they would have got rid of Elspeth and I would have had one left, so. Surprised they're swinging with that. Must have some other game plan. Because usually when I think of that, they want to just go into Unholy Annex on curve, but I guess that's not the case. Interesting. We're gonna do our big 1 damage swing right here. Attacks with his little twig stick staff thing. Another one. Okay, they have a game plan. They obviously know what they're doing. They're gonna probably just dish out so much damage throughout the game, if I had to guess. Alright, we are going to get rid of the Carrot Cake, get another little rabbit dude, gain some life in Scry. Oh, it's so good. I'm gonna have to keep it. It's just too good not to pass up. Or to pass up, should I say. Oh no, the cut down's incoming. Or the caustic exhale, excuse me. Alright, I mean, listen, we can't block that thing without our creature dying, so we might as well just swing again. So this is where the double Elspeth is nice. Might as well just get rid of an Elspeth. Yeah. Got the 5th land. So you know what that means? That's right, it's Elspeth time. Got a 6th land. So they could technically, if they wanted to, use the Exude Toxin. Yeah, I'm like, how am I pronouncing this right? But anyway, they could just do that, but they end up going for the Bloodletter. But the good thing about Elspeth, is we could just do this. Nice and easy. Now we go for the Overlord. make 4 just because, you know. But I'm literally just making them have a good setup for their scavenger region over here. Which, it's obvious that's the move for them. Okay. So now we get to bring on the pain once again. And we get it. Alright, we get to go first. I'm gonna keep this, even though it's a little crazy. We got 3 Caretaker's talents, a little insane if you ask me, but we're gonna make it work. Yeah, especially since we can just do this, get rid of the Heartfire while it's a tiny threat right now. Interesting. They don't have a turn 2 play. So we get down Caretaker's talent number 1. Screaming Nemesis? Not even a Screaming Nemesis, guys. It's pretty interesting, to say the least. So if we could somehow get a land from the draw... Oh, but that comes in tapped. It's fine, I'm going to take it either way. I can't get greedy. I was going to try to say I could hold up the Lightning Helix, but it's fine. We need the land. I'm going to also upgrade this to number 2. Just so we have an extra body on the board and we utilize our mana fully. And if they get rid of it, that's fine. That's 2 less damage we're taking. In a perfect world, we find a 5th land, and we go right into Elspeth. Ooh, okay. Very fancy. Now we gotta deal with all this. Well, we did find the 5th land, technically. We're gonna do it like this. I want to see what we draw. We have our 5th land. We're not going to need that. We draw a card, which is another land. We need something else. We're going to hold up the Lightning Helix. I'm going to do this now. Instead of them getting the 1/1 counter. So let's say they have a way to pump its health up even more. I don't think they'll be able to pump it up by 2 yet because they get the roll on that. Okay. Alright, so we are going to take a bunch of damage regardless. But Do they pump it up even more, or we just take 8? That's the question. Big 8 damage, okay. That is fair. So here's the thing. I want to go for Elspeth, but will that take care of the Manifold Mouse? No, it won't. If we just make them not focus on hitting me, then I think that's good enough. So if they try to commit to getting rid of Elspeth instead of swinging at me, that is a successful strategy in my opinion. Because now they're using all of their cards to try to get rid of Elspeth, which it's just a big distraction at the end of the day. So we just distract our opponent. And they're running out of resources every turn. So technically they can only do 1 damage to Elspeth if I block with all 3. Okay. So our Elspeth will still stay alive, it looks like, unless they have something else. They sure do. What the heck is this? Interesting. And we're gonna do this nice and easy. We're gonna get rid of that. Which we could have just probably used another, like a torch or something, but it's fine. I like gaining life. And we'll draw a card. And then with the Caretaker talents that we play, we could just keep making insects. Yeah, let's do it. Or do we go for the Elspeth? I think we want to just draw a bunch of cards. And now we just have all the removal in the world to deal with whatever they throw our way. Alright, we get to go first. Seeing an Urabrask Forge on curve is always the best. Especially since we're going first, but our opponent might be playing Oculus, which would be unfortunate, because then we wouldn't really have much of a game now, would we? Because we're just going to wait for them to play Omniscience. I mean, not Oculus, I meant Omniscience. I keep confusing. It's whenever I see Azorius, usually before Omniscience, it was mostly Oculus, so it's like, alright, Omniscience, Oculus. Not much so Azorius control. That's what I would always really think of with the Azorius, but not so much in Standard. Got Omniscience instead as the big face of Azorius. Wait, actually, this might be Azorius control now that I see that, which would be really cool because I feel like I just don't see Azorius control that much. I'd rather go against Azorius control over Omniscience 10 out of 10 times. I mean, I'm not really interacting with their board, but at least we got some kind of interaction going on. They're countering my cards. Guess we'll call that interaction. Now our opponent's like, uh-oh, this guy is drawing cards. Can't let that happen. But honestly, if they are just playing... Yeah, I was going to say, they don't have an answer to Urabrask Forge in their deck. Okay. I mean, we got early stuff, we have late stuff. We don't really have much in between. Hopefully that'll change with our next draw, but who knows? Who knows what we could possibly draw? Also, we gotta figure out what our opponent's playing first. Oh, they're just doing this stuff. Alright. Something anyone hasn't seen before. But I will say, I do find this pretty cool between like stuff like this, and then there's that, I think it's the enchantment that does damage whenever a creature comes out. Then you got War Leader's Call. Then all this mobilized stuff. It's its own little deck of its own, which is cool, so. Oh yeah, maybe I should have got rid of that. Meanwhile, here I am, just not getting rid of things. We'll get rid of this now, and then I'll use Torch on Amalia. Oh wait, they're gonna make Amalia stronger. What am I saying? But I got lucky. Another one. Okay. And another Sanctifier. If we could get to the Sunfall, it'll be over. Without a doubt. And it looks like that's going to be the move for next turn. And that'll probably demoralize our opponent to the point where they surrender. So no one likes getting Sunfall. Alright, let's see. Yep. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Tell me what you think of the deck in the comment section down below. Please like the video and subscribe if you have not already. And if you're new here, just know I have new videos coming out every day. Hope everyone has a great day. Take care.